Real Clear Politics had an interesting proposal when it comes to dealing with our immigration problem here in the United States. There was an article written by Gary Becker and Edward Paul Lazier, and their solution is, well, look, we need some high-skilled workers here in the United States, so why don't we create a pathway to citizenship by making people pay $50,000?
Oh, that's great. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Because the rich didn't have enough of an advantage. So let's just call it what it is in the United States of rich folks, and you get to come in. But don't worry, you can pay it off. You can get a loan, right?
Yes. So I want to read you a few parts of their piece so you get a detailed understanding of what they're proposing. They say, we propose that instead of the current maze of rules and formulas, the U.S. should sell the right to become a citizen. Setting the price of perhaps $50,000 would attract those who place the highest value on citizenship. And so they say, to ensure that not only the wealthy could gain citizenship, the sale of immigration slots could be coupled with a loan program that allows people to borrow the fee and to pay it back out of their earnings over an extended period. In essence, turning people, immigrants, into indentured servants.
But literally. Right? So how about we have this proposal where, hey, listen, you could borrow the $50,000 and we'll just take your entire paycheck for like 7 years or so. And that would be exactly what indentured servitude was. They're amazing, but they use like all this language like, oh, we're just trying to set the right incentives and hence we'll have the right employees, and like all this jargon as if what they're saying makes sense, when in fact, in reality, all they're saying is, we love rich people. We want more money, Lebowski.
By the way, our current immigration system already gives, a huge priority to individuals that have a ton of money. There are E1 and E2 visas, and these visas do have to get renewed every 2 years. But basically, if you are investing a significant amount of money into a U.S. business, you get to come here. And usually, especially with an E2 visa, you have to invest at least $200,000. So the rich people already have, an easy pathway to the United States.
No, we got to make it easier. And if you're going to work here, listen. And by the way, it's not like the actual rules that they're proposing for pathway citizenship are that much better. You got to work 13 long years under Obama's proposal. That's before he compromises with the Republicans, before you can become a U.S. citizen.
You want to give people an incentive to come to the country legally. But if you are charging citizens $50,000 to come here legally, then you're giving them an incentive to enter the country illegally, right? Mm-hmm. So of course this article says, we need stricter enforcement, yada yada. But obviously the enforcement hasn't been so successful so far. So it's not unheard of for people to enter the country illegally. And another thing to keep in mind is a lot of times people who are trying to abide by the law feel really frustrated with the process, not because it takes so long, but because it already costs thousands of dollars. Just to give you an idea of how much it costs, a green card application is about $1,000. Certain temporary legal status application fees are about $1,100. A naturalization fee is $600. And then a lot of people don't understand English when they come to the country, so they have to hire a lawyer to take care of some of the paperwork, and that costs thousands of dollars.
This is just like the for-profit colleges. They're going to have a government program to make these loans, and they're going to get rich off of it. It's taxpayer money. There'll be some kind of agency, there'll be some kind of private corporation doing these loans. And it's another way of funneling our tax dollars for these scams. That's what this is all about.
I don't doubt it. I'm sure that they'll find a way to make money off of it. Now, I want to remind people what's on the Statue of Liberty, because I think we forget it often. I mean, we get so much propaganda from the rich and the powerful on TV these days, mm-hmm. and from the right wing, etc., that you forget what the tradition of America is. This is literally what's on the Statue of Liberty. Quote, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest toast to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door." So this is what we used to think of immigration. Send me your homeless, your wretched poor, and I will take care of them because I am America. And we together will be great. And I will open the golden door for them, right? That's what we used to believe. Now we think, give me $50,000 and I'll let you in the country. So this is what they would replace this plaque on the Statue of Liberty with. I came up with this on my own. but I bet they love it. Give me a rich, you're really rich, you're stinking rich, yearning to make even more money. We shall make the wretched refuse work for us for nearly no money, so that our rich might get a little richer with your rich, so that we may build a golden door, or perhaps a golden calf, with all the rich of the world standing on top of the homeless and the despised poor. That would be the new inscription for the Statue of Liberty if the Republicans and the right wing get their way. Welcome to America.